$1.99 a gallon. And Edie's ice cream, 2 cartons for $5. All fresh to your family from Jewel.
A family ready to explode.
The man doesn't even pay child support.
She's misinforming you.
Next, Judge Judy.
I'm going to throw you both out.
Today at 3 on CBS 2.
Don't miss Donny Osmond, Oscar De La Hoya, and Center Square Dame Edna, next Hollywood Squares.
Today at 4 on CBS
2. It's their last chance to make it to the finals. Don't miss the all-new Star Search live CBS tonight.
Dorothy. Something tells me we're not in Oakdale Memorial anymore.
Morning, how'd you feel?
Like a house fell on me. What time is it?
It's early. The consulate's not open for like another hour.
Oh, good. How'd you sleep on that couch?
Just fine. Fine. How about you, seriously, though? How you feeling?
A little lightheaded, but I can't even take my medication until I put something on my stomach.
I knew you would say that. Voila. Breakfast is served.
Hello, I'm Marianne Childers in the CBS 2 newsroom, and we're interrupting because we want to tell you about a breaking story. About 50 minutes ago, there was a house explosion in North Chicago. The address, we believe, is 1417 Seymour. Chopper 2 is over the scene, and we can take a live look. There have been reports that at least 2 people have been taken to the hospital. There's an unconfirmed report that one person might be a firefighter. Once again, that is unconfirmed. This is the scene on Seymour in North Chicago. Live picture from Chopper 2. You can see there was a house on this lot. Right now, it's nothing more than a smoking ruin. It has been leveled. Once again, this happened about 40 minutes ago. At this point, it's too soon for us to be able to give you information on the cause of this. We don't know who the home belongs to at this point or how many people were in the building, if any, at the time, or if those injuries, if indeed they have happened, were from people standing nearby. We'll be following this story. Chopper 2 is over the scene, and we have a crew on the way. We'll bring you the very latest information as soon as it becomes available, and, of course, a full wrap-up on our news this afternoon at 4:30. Once again, just to recap, a house explosion in North Chicago. This happened about 50 minutes ago. Reports that at least 2 people have been taken to the hospital. A complete wrap-up at 4:30. See you then.
You want me to look around, see what I can find out?
Well, he's your cousin. It's normal that you'd stop by and check up on him if you have the time.
No sweat. I'm on my pediatric rotation now anyway. Will's a pediatric psych patient, so I'll just rotate around the psych ward.
No problem for you then.
Not for me.
Okay, great. Just find out what you can now. Do not overstep the bounds. No wing walking, okay, Toots? I don't want you to get into trouble.
Trouble?
Yeah. Me? Yes.
No.
Go, go, go.
Hey, why are you back so soon? How's Will? What did he say?
Actually, I didn't see Will. He's still in session with Dr. Michaels, but I left him your comic books on his bed with a little note with love from Allison.
Thanks.
Want to go to breakfast?
Why can't I see Will anymore? Like, totally out of the blue. Did I do something wrong or say something wrong?
Why would you think that?
Well, Hal practically kicked me out of here last night. He told me that Dr. Michaels said she didn't want me to visit Will anymore. What did Hal say to her to make her think that? I'm good for Will. He loves my visits.
I think Will is just at a critical point in his therapy.
Well, what does that mean? That he's remembering things, like about the fire?
I don't know. I just think that Dr. Michaels doesn't want any outside influences, you know, distracting him from the work.
So now, all of a sudden, I'm a bad influence? Well, how did that happen? Does Will blame me for something?
What on earth would he blame you for?
Look, all I know is that it would totally bite if Will thinks that I'm abandoning him like the rest of his family did. Can't you just talk to Hal?
You know what? I really don't want to get involved in this, Allison.
If I'm on the do not admit list, at least let me talk to the little guy and see him and let him know that if I'm not going to be around much anymore, it's not because of anything he's done. Can I at least do that?
Why don't you ask Hal yourself, okay? We'll go see him after we have some breakfast.
I've already eaten, and I've got all this paperwork to fill out now that I'm cutting back on volunteer hours, but I don't want to hold you up. Just call me after you talk to Hal.
All right. All right. You take care. I love you. Bye.
Will's file. Gotta find that file.
Man, poor Jack. I mean, of all the stupid, and Carly has done a lot of stupid things, but I mean, this is a man who loves her more than life itself, and this is how she shows her devotion to go to bed with, to sleep with another man, and not just any man, her best friend's boyfriend.
I'm trying to think of her as a decent person who just made a really stupid mistake.
Oh, come on. Passing off another man's child as Jack's, that's not a mistake. For Carly, that's I have it.
Hey, don't get me started.
I'm sorry. It's just that, you know, he's got to be devastated. We should call him or something.
You know what? Forget the phone call. Why don't we just go over there, tell him and take as much time as he needs?
All right, well, we'll find some excuse to show up. We'll bring some food over or something.
Morning, all. Anybody for a donut? I've got jelly, glazed, crullers, so fresh they'll melt in your mouth. Have at it. So, anything interesting going on here?
Hey, Jake. You said that I should let someone else love me. Well, I tried it, and look what happened. I wish I never met him. I wish... Who is it?
Molly, it's me. Can we talk? Come on, Molly. I need to see you. Just please open the door.
As the World Turns is brought to you by Olay. Love the skin you're in.
Women are throwing away an amazing product, and their skin looks better for it. Olay Daily Facials Cleansing Cloths. You get superior cleansing and improve skin condition. Olay Daily Facials, proven to cleanse and exfoliate like a facial.
You're 2 years old, developing a strong sense of self. This week, your self is a superhero, wearing Pampers Easy Ups. They fit like real underwear, super underwear. Easy Ups, created by Pampers.
Did you know that regular pads are designed to best fit a size 6? Hey, we're not all a size 6. So areas of our panties are unprotected. That's why there's always maximum protection for sizes 14 plus. Longer front and back with wider flexi wings for the best coverage available from Always. Finally, something just for me. Always expect more protection.
Want to turn dull hair into electric shine in just 10 days? Try Pantene Pro V. Pantene Pro V for unstoppable shine. The Pantene Pro Vitamin formula radiates through every strand for up to 85% more electric shine in 10 days guaranteed. Dull hair was so 10 days ago. Pantene Shine. That's the beauty of health.
When I brought Alice home, Ralph and Ed weren't exactly thrilled. Purina Cat Chow understood. Great nutrition is just the beginning. Their cat experts shared insights and experiences that helped me bring everybody closer together.
Physical, emotional, complete, at any age. That's the Purina Cat Chow way of life. Did you know kittens need extra protein to build strong muscles? Feed your kitten Purina Kitten Chow brand, the first step towards a healthy way of life.
Tonight on Dave. What is going on? Don't miss stand-up from Jerry Seinfeld, plus Foo Fighters and Kids Play Dress Up. It's Dick Cheney's pacemaker. Tonight.
Pick your favorite Star Search semifinalists.
Discover the difference tomorrow on The Early Show.
Don't you just love sitting on the runway? How it takes forever to cruise the 50 feet to the terminal? Can I have those?
Yeah, go for it.
Find out where Jessica's staying?
Yeah, Bonnie said she is at the Montrose Park Hotel.
Oh.
You know it?
Yeah, it's, really close to the Brazilian consulate, not too far from my office.
Oh, good. You think we can get there before Jessica and Marshall leave this morning?
Well, I'm parked at the airport, and I know a few shortcuts. Take us about, I don't know, 20 minutes, give or take.
You know what? I'm gonna call the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, hello. Can I please speak with Marshall Travers? Wait, no. Jessica Griffin. Can I get a room, please? Wait, excuse me? No, never mind. Jessica and Marshall are sharing a room.
Well, he did just take off from the hospital against medical advice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's sick, he's weak, he's under a lot of stress. Then it only makes sense that she wouldn't want to leave him on his own.
But she couldn't get 2 rooms with an adjoining door?
Relax. Pardon me for being blunt, but it's not like the man can do anything anyway.
Right, I know that. I mean, I'm not coming along so I can check up on Jessica in spite of how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
I trust her. Completely.
You sure you want me to do this?
I trust you.
Because I'm positive that there are people here in this hotel who can do it for you.
Pay for pleasure. I feel so cheap. You do it.
All right. If you want to meet your daughter with cuts and abrasions all over your face, that's totally up to you.
Tell the truth. You didn't want to shave me because you were afraid I'd make a move.
The truth? Even if I was crazy enough to allow you to do it, there's precious little moving you could do.
Well, you do your worst. My life is in your hands.
Mm-hmm. One slip, lights out.
I trust you. You do know what you're doing, don't you?
Time will tell.
Take nice, long, slow strokes. All the way down, up, and all the way down. Can you handle that?
I think it'll go smoother if you would just shut up.
You're good.
At everything I do.
I remember.
All right, Dr. Michaels. Where's Will's chart? It's got to be here somewhere.
Hi. We haven't met yet. I'm Dr. Chris Hughes.
As in the son of...
I won't tell anybody if you won't. Looks like you got your hands full here.
Oh, I'm used to it.
You know, I think you're just a woman that can help me with something. I'm looking for Will Munson's chart.
Dr. Michaels, you've changed so much I barely recognized you.
The little guy used to be one of my patients while I was on my neurology rotation. And now that I'm in pediatrics, I just wanted to get up to speed on his progress. He's a great kid.
You like kids?
What's not to like? I used to be one myself. Matter of fact, I'm thinking of making pediatrics my specialty. Gwen. Do you have children, Gwen? What a coincidence, me neither. I bet we have all sorts of other things in common, too.
Jack.
What's a guy got to do to get his case files back?
We weren't expecting to see you around here for at least 2 weeks, Jack.
Jack, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm trying to do my job, unless crime's taking a holiday and no one's told me about it.
Well, no, you're the one who's due for vacation.
No, thanks, but no thanks. I've got a big backlog I want to try to make a dent in.
Why, maybe you misunderstood. Jack, come on, go home.
Take some of the vacation time you got coming to you, Jack.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Take some time off to do what, Hal? Think about the fact that I should be on my honeymoon, stare at all the toys and trucks that Parker's got laying around the house, have constant reminders of how I stood by oblivious for months while someone made a complete fool out of me. It doesn't sound like a vacation to me, Hal.
So go someplace.
You know, going away is not gonna fix this, Hal. I'm not a husband, I'm not a father, I'm a cop. Let me do my job. You two got something to say over there?
Not me. I'm cool.
Good. Get back to work. I'm fine. Now back off and let me get some work done.
Molly, I have been looking for you all night. I just want to talk, that's all. Can we just talk?
Hey. You are a tough lady to track down.
Yeah, that was the general idea.
You mind if I come in?
What do you want, Mike?
I wanted to see you.
Well, you have.
I want to make sure you're all right.
No. No, I'm not quite all right, no.
Can we talk about this?
Because why? Are you gonna say some magic words and it's gonna make everything okay between us? It's gonna take away what you did to me? Do you really think that you have anything to say that's gonna make a difference, Mike?
Got a $50 bid, can I get a 55? Ooh, give me 55, come on, I'll give you 55. I got a 125, give me 125. Come on, I'll give you 125. I need a 125.
I've always talked fast and loved antiques. Then I got sick and I had to go on chemo. Doctor told me I might become anemic, maybe feel weak, but it slowed me right down. For the first time in 30 years, I was too tired to work.
Time to go, Charlie.
I had to get my strength back. I asked my doctor about Procrit.
Procrit is for chemotherapy-related anemia in patients with most kinds of cancer. If you're on chemo and too tired to do the things you used to do, talk to your doctor about Procrit. Procrit helps rebuild red blood cells, and more red blood cells can mean more strength.
It's good to see you, Charlie. Good to be back.
Procrit is proven and safe. In studies, only diarrhea and edema occurred more often with Procrit than placebo.
Okay, folks. Let's go.
Call now and learn how Procrit can help you get back the strength you need. Your strength for living.
Yeah, I got 2 speeds. Fast and faster.
Once in a Swiss kingdom, there was a maiden who suffered from such a dull complexion, she thought herself an ugly duckling. One day, she came upon St. Ives apricot scrub. The one with 100% natural exfoliants, magical little scrubbers that deep clean to slough off dull, dead skin. She gazed upon her reflection, touched her soft, smooth face, and realized she was radiant. The radiance is yours. The secret is Swiss. St. Ives.
In 5 days, Melanie Carmichael is getting married.
Will you marry me?
Yes, yes, yes.
But there's only one thing standing in her way.
Would you mind if we just kept this to ourselves for a few days?
Her husband.
How can I help you?
Get down here and give me a divorce.
In 5 days.
You and I are in love with the same girl.
First Love gets a second chance.
I'm happy in New York. But then I come down here and this fits too.
Reese Witherspoon, Sweet Home Alabama. Own it on DVD with a bonus alternate ending February 4th.
Bayer would like you to know that American Heart Association research says women over 50 and men over 40 have suffered more heart attacks. To help prevent another heart attack, ask your doctor about aspirin and remember Bayer. Studies prove aspirin can reduce your risk of another heart attack by up to 50%. Only Bayer has both low-strength 81 milligram and Bayer Women's Aspirin plus calcium.
Aspirin is not appropriate for everyone, so be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
Trust your heart to Bayer.
Let's talk hair. I won't let my color fade. I use Color Vive shampoo and conditioner from L'Oreal. Color Vive with UV filters shields and protects every strand. My color stays truer, longer, my hair healthier. Color Vive from L'Oreal Paris, and I'm worth it.
We do several hundred septic system repairs a year. If your septic system fails, you're going to run into several problems. It will either back up into the yard, into the house. I would recommend you use Rid-X once a month. But it is cheaper to maintain your septic system, a lot cheaper.
Thanks, Gwen. I won't forget this. I'll see you around, okay?
Dr. Hughes, I was under the impression that you were assigned pediatrics for this rotation. Am I incorrect, or are you quite out of place up here?
I was on my way downstairs. Just checking up on one of my patients.
Really? One of your patients? I wasn't aware that you had been assigned patients in psychiatry. Since when are you so interested in Will Munson?
I am doing my peds rotation.
Not in psychiatric, you're not. And since you're not his primary care physician, you have absolutely no business reading his chart.
The patient also happens to be my little cousin. I was just checking up on his progress.
Tell me something, Doc Hughes. When was the last time you spent more than 5 minutes with the boy? A patient's psychiatric records are confidential material to be shared with him and his doctor, no one else. And unless you've been called in for a consultation on this case, you have absolutely no right looking at his chart. Whether you're family or not, what you have done is completely unethical. The rules do not exist for someone else, Dr. Hughes. They exist for you, and I don't care about your relationship with your family or how they relate to the staff or patients of this hospital. What you show is a complete disregard for regulations here.
I'm sorry for overstepping it.
It's not the first time. It better be the last. What do you want me to do? Should I write you up and let some panel decide whether you have any business at all becoming a doctor?
So, how'd I do?
Not bad. For a woman. Want to go 2 for 2? You can help me take a shower. I'll lather, you rinse.
What happened to that sincere declaration you made last night, or was that just your medication talking? I meant it, Jessica, when I let you go.
It's true. I said I'd give up on trying to win your heart. Didn't say anything about curling up into a ball and dying. We're strictly friends. Friends joke, friends flirt.
Yes, well, my friend, why don't you just jump into the shower and I'm going to call housekeeping and see if your suit is ready.
Tell them to put a rush on it. I want to be at that consulate as soon as those doors open.
Yes, this is room 812. Is Mr. Trevor's suit ready? Oh, it's on the way up. Great. Thank you. Wow. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a couple of singles.
Don't worry about it. Even took care of the tip. You pay me back later.
Leanne.
Surprised?
Well, that's an understatement. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Ben, what are you doing here?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
Well, let me have that and come in.
Thank you.
So, did you just get in?
Yeah, fresh off a plane.
So, why are you here? What is this about? Is this about Zara?
Jessica, you mind helping me change my dress?
Marshall Travers, this is Leanne Hughes, Tom and Margot's daughter I was telling you about.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. Jessica told me all the work you've been doing on trying to bring Zara home to me. Thanks. Good to see you, Doc.
And the great escape artist lives.
So, we were just about to go over to the consulate.
Oh, I was afraid of that. I'm glad we caught you before you left.
Jess, could we talk to you in private for a second?
If this involves a heartfelt plea on the doctor's part, then I'll leave you to it. But if this involves my daughter, start talking.
Hey, Detective Snyder, right? Hi. Sorry. I'm Magda. I don't know if you remember me. How could you forget? The security specialist over at Monte Carlo.
Yeah, how's it going?
Great. Couldn't be better, actually. You know, the judge, he let me off with, probation and just a fine, and I don't have to serve any jail time.
Good deal.
Yeah, and I couldn't have done it without you. You know, the words of advice you gave me, it's like, I'm the new Magda, It's like I'm debt-free, clean slate.
Well, good luck with that.
Thanks. I'm like shedding my old skin, which is why I need to unload this. It's that camera that I took from that guy snooping at the Monte Carlo.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Yeah, well, the action on that film is probably worth a lot of money, but I don't want any part of that life right now, so it's all yours.
You think I'm interested? You think I want that? Somebody get this nut job out of my face. Is that asking too much?
Look, I know that you don't want to hear anything that I have to say, but I can't stop thinking about you, and I'm not going to go away until I say what I have to say to you.
Make it fast.
Mind if I come in? It's crazy how much attention a guy can get holding a conversation in the hallway. Thanks.
What do you want, Mike?
I want you to come home.
Home? I don't have a home anymore.
Yes, you do, with me.
When that alarm went off, Mike, and I woke up from my 2 hours of sleep, and I didn't have a clue where I was, I reached for you. And then I remembered, Mike's not there anymore. Mike will never be there anymore.
I haven't gone anywhere. All right, the cottage is still there, and I want you there with me.
Well, I want you gone, okay? So go. Go back to New York, go to St. Tropez, Venezuela, wherever. I don't care. Just get out of my room and stay out of my life.
I can't do that.
All right. Do you want me to give you some pointers on moving on with your life? Every time you think of me, see yourself making love to my cousin. Then picture her getting larger and larger every day, okay? And then picture yourself in that delivery room, holding that new little life. That baby that might have your eyes or your smile, okay? It works like a charm. Trust me, I know, because that's what I see every time I think of you.
Molly.
And as Carly gets bigger and bigger, I will become small in your life, non-existent.
Molly, do you have any idea how bad I wish I could take back what happened? I can't defend what I did, and I'm not even gonna try. All right, it was wrong. I was wrong.
You're unbelievable. You yelled at me. You stood there, Mike, and you yelled at me, telling me that I was a horrible human being because I made a donation to get you a job that you were dying to have. And then you and Carly...
I know. Look, you have every right to be angry with me. All right, furious.
Thank you very much.
No, but I will not let you shut me out. I'm not gonna let you throw away our future. I'm not.
you feel the weight of sadness. You may feel exhausted, hopeless, and anxious. Whatever you do, you feel lonely and don't enjoy the things you once loved. Things just don't feel like they used to. These are some symptoms of depression, a serious medical condition affecting over 20 million Americans. While the cause is unknown, depression may be related to an imbalance of natural chemicals between nerve cells in the brain. Prescription Zoloft works to correct this imbalance. You just shouldn't have to feel this way anymore. Only your doctor can diagnose depression. Zoloft is not for everyone. People taking MAOIs or Pimozide shouldn't take Zoloft. Side effects may include dry mouth, insomnia, sexual side effects, diarrhea, nausea, and sleepiness. Zoloft is not habit-forming. Talk to your doctor about Zoloft, the #1 prescribed brand of its kind. Zoloft. When you know more about what's wrong, you can help make it right.
Introducing the first Chips Ahoy made special for the microwave. New Chips Ahoy Warm and Chewy for that ooey gooey fresh baked taste.
I think they want an encore.
You'll never think of a yeast infection the same way again. From Monistat comes the one-dose ovule, a soft gel insert that goes straight to the infection. It's part of the new Monistat 1 combination pack, which brings you fast relief that starts immediately. Not so with that diflucan pill, which has to go through your entire system, so relief can take up to 24 hours. The new Monistat 1 pre-filled ovule combination pack. The kind of relief you expect from the #1 doctor-recommended brand.
You're welcome.
For?
Buying all this and saving money.
Take advantage of the JCPenney Buy More, Save More sale. The more you buy, the more you save. 25, 30, even 35%. Hurry in.
It's all inside.
JCPenney.
Wake up, Grandma, wake up!
I'm up, but this arthritis.
The moment of choice. Tylenol or Advil for arthritis pain.
Advil's my choice.
Advil liquid gels rush long-lasting relief where you need it. Gentle in your stomach, too. For fast relief, advance to Advil. CBS Thursday will keep you guessing.
They killed my baby.
When a murder hits close to home, it will push one investigator over the line.
Why did they let them go?
This is the episode that could change everything.
I can't be like you. I'm not a robot.
You're not working on this case anymore.
All new CSI. Ben, if your son had been missing for 6 years,
We're gonna find you.
how far would you go
Where's my boy?
to bring him home?
Get him on!
Without a trace after Star Search and CSI, all new tonight.
I've tried them all. Weight Watchers, Slim Fast, you name it. We hear that all the time. One day I said enough, and I called Jenny Craig.
I designed a really flexible program that I knew Debbie could live with. She could even have wine at dinner.
I lost 42 pounds. It was a no-brainer.
She did it.
Introducing the new Jenny Craig Promise. Lose weight your first week or get a full refund. Call 1-800-JENNY20 today.
Jenny Craig, it works.
I got a new attitude.
Attention, this is a consumer alert. Webb Chevrolet has vehicles for only $99 down and $99 a month. Over 600 vehicles, $99 down, $99 a month. Credit a problem? Not at Webb Chevy. Our credit experts will get you approved. If you have a job, we will put you in a car. Jump that junker, get off the bus, and get into the car of your dreams. Because everyone drives home from Webb Chevrolet.
The whole town's talking about the Webb boys. See your Webb family dealer today.
Chevrolet will be there.
By Factory Direct and Save, the Jewelry Exchange imports their diamonds and manufactures their jewelry direct. 3-stone pendants are $99, 1-carat studs are $3.99. The Jewelry Exchange guarantees their jewelry to appraise for double. The Jewelry Exchange in Villa Park.
Why a world-famous love affair may have been a farce. The story at 4:30.
It's men versus the women. All new Survivor Amazon premieres CBS Thursday, February 13th.
Our future? We don't have a future.
Why? Because I slept with someone else? Is it because it was Carly? Because she's pregnant?
All of the above and then some, okay? Michael, if you wanted to hurt me, ripping out my heart would have hurt less.
I was mad, and I was hurt. And I let things get out of control, but that is not who I am.
How do I know that? How do you know that, Mike? Because you've been a bachelor for so long that obviously a grown-up, full-blown relationship was too much for you to take.
That is not true. Come on, I loved every minute that I spent with you. Come on, it's like a light turned on when I met you. You know, being together in that cottage set is the best thing in my life. I want you, and only you. You gotta believe that.
I used to believe everything you said. The guy who couldn't lie.
So now you know I'm human. All right, I am not a saint. I'm not Superman.
I didn't need you to be that, okay? I just needed you to be real and honest.
Come on, I never lied to you about how I feel. You know that. I've never loved anyone the way that I love you. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm not gonna give up on this. There's gotta be a way to restore your belief in love. To your belief in me. Look, Molly, you don't have to forgive me. Just come home.
Jack, come on, you gotta just keep it cool, okay?
What did I do?
Listen, why did I walk you out to the car, huh?
I thought that...
No, you didn't think. That's the problem with people like you. You don't think about what your actions do to the people around you. That's why you're facing jail time in the first place.
Yeah, but...
No, you know what? I don't want to hear it. Because you know why? I've heard it all already. Judge should have locked you away because you know what's going to happen. You're going to walk out there and you're going to con the first poor sucker that comes down the pike.
Jack, that's enough. That's enough now. Please. Listen, I'll just walk you out. Let's go. Let's just go. Let's go. Let's go. Jack.
How long? How long? How long did you know what was going on, huh? From day one, right? Why am I not surprised?
I'm so sorry.
You're sorry? Oh, you're sorry too. That's great. Sorries are just great. Your wife knows how to keep one hell of a secret, Hal. You better watch that. You gotta watch out for a wife who keeps secrets from her husband. You never know what she's capable of.
All right, that's the last line you crossed today, Jack. Get in here. Now that was uncalled for, Jack. That's why I said I needed you to take some time
You know what
off.
I needed, Hal? I needed some honest friends to tell me what was going on instead of whispering behind my back. That's what I needed.
The situation was very complicated, Jack. There was a marriage at stake. There was a baby on the way.
This so-called marriage was nothing more than a lie. The baby isn't even mine. It's one thing when a certifiable lunatic dumps a baby on your lap and sends your life into a tailspin. But when it's the woman you love, the woman you dreamed with and planned with, the woman who promised she'd always love me and never lie to me.
Look, things are gonna be okay, buddy.
You're not my buddy. I've already proven that.
You don't work here for 2 weeks, Detective. That's an order.
Gladly.
Jack.
You've obviously got something to say. And I wish somebody would say it. What are you doing here?
Mr. Travers, this isn't going to be easy for me to say. When you were told that your child was located, that wasn't the end of the story. Your daughter... I'm so sorry, Mr. Travers, but Zara is dead.
He hadn't found out yesterday afternoon, and she flew to Oakdale to tell you face to face, but you'd already left.
What is this? Did he put you up to this?
Oh, Marshal, Leanne wouldn't lie about something like this. Neither would Ben.
Oh, you think so?
Marshal, I know this must be a shock to you.
What's the matter? Huh? You didn't have the guts to kill me on your operating table, so instead you decided to do it like this?
Mr. Travers, I have reliable sources in Brazil that have told me exactly what...
No, she isn't dead. She cannot be dead.
Mr. Travers, I'm sorry.
Stenbeck told me Zara was in Teresina.
Yes, and you said that your sources at the consulate confirmed that she was in São Benedicto in Teresina.
São Benedicto isn't a neighborhood or a district in Teresina. It's the cemetery.
Oh, my God.
No. This gotta be a mistake. There must be a mistake.
I know, that's what I was hoping, but... So I petitioned for the death certificate. This is the fax copy. The notarized copy will be in my office in a few hours.
Here's a little piece of information that could really help you. If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, your testing supplies may be covered. Monitors, test strips, Lancets, type 1 or type 2 diabetes doesn't matter. Your diabetes testing supplies may be covered. Mine are. To find out if you qualify, call Liberty Medical. They make things easy. Liberty is a Medicare participating provider. They bill Medicare and your insurance company for you. There are no claim forms to fill out, nothing to pay up front. And Liberty delivers right to your door with no charge for shipping. It starts with a single, simple phone call. If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call right now to see if you qualify. Liberty has helped hundreds of thousands of people manage their diabetes and live better lives. They can help you, too.
For more information, call Liberty Medical at 1-800-832-2312.
Sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much, and I have to close my eyes and hide.
Why do people love Geico?
I wanna hold you till I die, till we both break down.
Because 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Till the fear in me subsides.
40 million faces have to face cold sores. No face should have to face another one alone. Today there's prescription Denavir, an antiviral cold sore medicine. Smooth on Denavir and it penetrates to block the virus that causes cold sores, so it helps healing at the tingle or the blister. Imagine, in 4.5 days wearing a smile instead of a cold sore. In studies, a few people experienced headache and redness. Call 1-888-DENAVIR or ask your physician or dentist. Help cold sores disappear with antiviral Denavir.
If you could use the anti-wrinkle cream that was #1 dermatologist recommended, that had the #1 wrinkle fighter retinol, and was the #1 selling anti-wrinkle cream, would you use it?
I would.
Neutrogena Healthy Skin Anti-Wrinkle Cream.
Nothing takes the fun out of a day home sick like a sore, runny nose. Thank goodness for Kleenex tissues. Kleenex lotion tissue is soothing to your sore nose, so you can fully enjoy your day of misery.
With just 2 Star Search shows left, there's only one more chance to make it to the finals. The opportunity is there. All it's going to take is talent. Join Arsenio and cast your vote for the next superstar. Hit me with the digits on the Star Search semifinals tonight and the final CBS Live next Thursday.
2 teenage girls kidnapped at gunpoint, making split-second decisions. How did they make it to hell and back? 48 Hours investigates. Friday.
I know you have me pegged as some kind of reckless maverick intern who thinks he's above the law, but I'm trying to prove...
On a good day.
But I'm trying to prove to you that I'm not.
By reading a patient's confidential file. You are aware of the rules, aren't you, Dr. Hughes?
Yes, sir.
You know, we demand and we expect the very best from our in-house officers here. Now, if that is too far beyond your reach, perhaps this is the wrong hospital for you. Now, I don't know if you're thoughtless, if you're reckless, or what, or you have a messiah complex, where you think that you're the only one who can cure the world.
Good morning, doctors. Is there a problem that I can be of some help with?
Chris was late for his pediatric rounds this morning.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. Because I will be watching.
Late for rounds? I don't think so. You want to tell me what that was really about?
Dr. Dixon caught me going through Will's chart.
Psychiatric records? You know that those records are off limits to everybody except the psychiatrist.
But I've treated Will before, and I'm on my pediatric rotation.
Chris, you know the rules. You choose to just ignore them?
Look, I was already thoroughly chewed out by Dr. Dixon. He threatened to write me up for it.
What possessed you to do something like that?
Mom's worried about Will. She asked me to check around, see what I could find out.
Well, I'm sure she assumed that you would talk to someone on the treatment staff and ask that question. Not that you would invade confidential records. I could write you up myself.
Yeah, well, before you do, there's something you ought to know. Something I read in that file.
Do you know that before I heard the knock on the door, I was actually thinking about that dive bar we met in New York?
I'll never forget that.
And how I thought that Jake sent me there for some, I don't know, some date with destiny or something. And so, when I heard that knock on the door and I was half asleep, I wanted so bad for you to be Jake. To give me an explanation for it all. Or to just give me a sign that everything was gonna be okay.
It still can't be.
How, Mike? Is something magically gonna happen to make everything wrong right between us? Because let me tell you something, magic doesn't exist. I learned it the hard way. No, it's true. Magic, destiny, love, none of those words mean anything. It's just something somebody made up a long time ago to make the emptiness go away.
That's ridiculous.
But it wasn't love, okay? It was desperation. Because I was too much of a coward to face life without Jake.
Don't do this.
No, it had to be. I mean, how else could I have wound up with somebody else so soon after he died? I've been thinking about this all night. I have lied awake trying to make sense of it all. 'Cause meeting you, thinking that I found the answer to everything. You know, I don't know. Maybe I just needed to feel alive and lovable again. Or maybe I thought that I was honoring Jake's wishes about moving on. But somehow, I made you into some romantic hero with some standards that not even you could live up to.
I'm nobody's hero now, I know that. But I will spend the rest of my life making it up to you. I'll restore your faith in me if you just let me.
It's not all your fault, okay? It's mine too.
How is any of this your fault? Well, you are the most loving, amazing person I have ever met.
Oh, yeah? Do you really think so?
Yes.
Then how did you do it? How did you do this? Okay, if I am so amazing, then how did you take my love and throw it away? I mean, if you really had to be with somebody else, why not some nameless, faceless stranger? I mean, of all the women in the world, Mike, why did it have to be Carly?
There's something in your store that's really shaking things up. It's Banquet Home-style bakes. Why? Because now the original box dinner is packed with even more butterball chicken to go with those savory vegetables and that golden biscuit topping for a complete real meal. So you can bank on Banquet to give you even more chicken, more beef, or more turkey. Banquet Home-style bakes. It's all you need to pick up.
Underneath a woman who walks the dog, runs the house, and races to work is a woman who's discovered new Caress shimmering body wash. She enjoys looking lustrous, relishes how her skin simply glows, and loves being seen as the heartbreaking, drop-dead, radiant creature she really is. Introducing new Caress shimmering body wash with real pearl essence.
By age 50, if you're just wishing for good health, good luck. Help improve your odds with Caltrate. The same Caltrate shown in a clinical study to help stop bone loss may also help reduce the risk of recurrent colon polyps. It's never too late for Caltrate.
Calendar check. It's the beginning of the month. It's Jet Dry Day. Give me some more Jet Dry. Bullseye. Another sparkling load. You're shining. You love it.
Jet Dry. Once a month, every month for sparkling dishes.
Aha. If it can go inside, it can go outside. No other diaper stops leaks better than Huggies Ultra Trim. They keep a baby's mind on what's in front of him, not what's behind him.
Let's talk hair. I won't let my color fade. I use Color Vive shampoo and conditioner from L'Oreal. Color Vive with UV filters shields and protects every strand. My color stays truer, longer, my hair healthier. Color Vive from L'Oreal Paris, and I'm worth it.
When you have a laxative you can trust, you can relax without worrying when, where, or how it will work. Maybe that's why more doctors recommend Dulcolax than any other overnight laxative. It's gentle enough for sensitive stomachs. It's strong enough for complete relief. Guaranteed. Relax. Trust Dulcolax. For overnight relief, guaranteed. And now there's new Dulcolax stool softener. Make yourself comfortable.
Keep your eye on this woman.
Rich and I have finally found our way back to each other.
Because at any moment,
if you want a future with Brooke, you are going to have to destroy her relationship with Rich.
Her scandalous secret.
You tell Rich that you are Hope's father.
Could explode.
Strike now. Deacon, strike now.
On the bold and the beautiful.
The first thing that got me suspicious were the burns on Will's fingers when he was admitted. I told Katie and Simon about it when they were investigating the fight. Something wasn't making sense. The cops say gasoline was used as the accelerant, but Will's never said a word about dousing the place with gas. In every report, Will says he lights the matches, then stomps them out. Every time, story never changes, so
You're
why?
a physician. You're not a detective.
Yeah, we both search for reasons why, and I want to know why he can't remember any details. Something's wrong.
That's why he's in therapy, to get in touch with his emotions, so he'll remember why and precisely how he set the fire.
I don't think he will remember because, look, just take this to Dr. Michaels. Discuss the case with her.
I'd have to have a darn good reason to do that.
I think Will's totally confused and got himself painted into a corner. I don't think he started that fire, Dad.
Listen, thank you for traveling the extra few hundred miles to tell Marshall in person.
Of course. I wish we could do something more.
Well, we did everything we could.
Alrighty, I better get back to my office and see what the rest of the world is up to. And I will check on that death certificate. So good to see you.
Oh, good to see you, too.
Oh, I wish it was under better circumstances.
Yeah, well, so do I.
I wish things turned out differently.
Me too.
Good luck with everything. I'll see you down in the lobby.
Thanks, Leanne.
It was good of you to come with Leanne.
Well, she showed up at Memorial and told me about Zara, and I knew I had to be here.
It's just one of the things that makes you a wonderful doctor and a good friend.
Jess, I'd like to be more than a friend. Maybe we can talk about that when we get back home.
Yeah, sure, we can talk about that.
Good. Well, I'll go with Leanne to her office, see if those papers have come in from Brazil, and then I'll swing back by here, and the three of us can fly back to Oakdale.
No, Ben, thank you, but I really don't think Marshall's in any condition to travel, not yet, and I can't just leave him. Not when he's like this.
Hey, what'll it be? A beer. Microbrewery, imported, stout, light.
Whatever's the best beer for a Boilermaker.
Domestic. One Boilermaker coming up.
Most guys would think it was a little too early for that.
And not most guys.
So I see. Oof. Looks like trouble just blew in.
You looking for trouble?
Could be.
Then look no further. Have a seat.
I will never be able to make sense of what I did or why I did it, Hart. I was an idiot, and I am more sorry than you will ever know. And I do not blame you for hating me.
I don't want to hate you. I don't want to feel anything about you.
And I can't feel anything but you. I can't think about anything but you. But I love you. And I still want to share life with you.
We can't.
We can, if we stick together and work through this. All right? You say you don't believe in destiny, but I do. And we were destined to meet.
Well, then it's destiny that we're breaking up, too.
Okay. You want to talk about signs, huh? When we met in New York? I didn't come to Oakdale on some whim. I was drawn here, and do you know why? Because the first time I saw you, I knew you were the one. I knew that before I even knew your name. We belong together, all right? Don't turn your back on this.
Give us another chance.
You're welcome.
Or?
Buying all this and saving money.
Take advantage of the JCPenney Buy More, Save More sale. The more you buy, the more you save. 25, 30, even 35%. Hurry in.
It's all inside.
JCPenney.
Only the Biore Pore Perfect Strip pulls out dirt like this. Because only Biore has the pore target system that seeks out dirt and blackheads for the deepest clean possible.
Whoa, looks like a porcupine.
Biore. Brilliant.